I didn't know who was talking.
Hello. So we're
Hello.
waiting
Good
for
evening.
Jenny's internet to catch up here. There
My
she is.
I'm here, girl. I'm here. I hope my internet's not. I think it was messing up a little bit today, so I hope it's okay. But hello and good evening to another Saturday night of Shadow Whispers in the Night. Is my internet still okay?
Yes.
Good, 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 good. My co-host tonight is Miss Robin Ramsey. How are you this evening? You jumped in for me. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. I'm happier now that we are together and that I feel at home on the show. I just feel like the day is complete. I'm happy to be
Lovely.
here. Yep.
Thank you so much. I love you, because you have a million questions. A million questions. We do have David Childers on tonight. He's not running late. I got the time wrong, but he is eating, and he will be on it in about 10 minutes with my dog. He'll be in about 10 minutes. So because I got the time wrong, because I couldn't do the time properly, so I failed math in school. But anyhow, we are here. We will be waiting on him, and he will come in. That's it.
I'm super excited to find out what he's up to lately. I know that he's always super busy and
Yes.
he's always like showing his picture. He's with the right people at the right locations all the time. So I kind of wonder what he's doing. Yeah.
Never stops. We were, hi, let me see this. Oh, Pamela. Hi, Pamela. There's
Hi,
Miss Pamela. Pamela's always here. And Melissa Grubbs. Yeah, David Childers will be on in about 10 minutes.
He's because the paranormal Southern gentleman. Yes.
But when I rang him, that's so nice. When I rang him, he was eating. So Shadow Whispers in the night. We are here. I have another one on the next week. But I'm going to read a little bit of bio for David before he comes on. I put my glasses on because I cannot read nothing without them. So David Childers, he's an actor, speaker, a photographer. He's a co-founder of his Haunted Network. David has always been drawn to the world of paranormal. Never has he questioned the existence of the spirit world. One major factor was growing up was with family members who had certain gifts and abilities. Melissa, he is a great guy. So over the years, he has had the pleasure to investigate and film with so many of the top experts around the world and to be viewed over 50 different platforms. Some of the experts and shows that he has had the amazing opportunity to work with as follows. And this is the list. Have you heard this list before, Robin? It's a big one. He's been bloody busy. So Stormy Daniels of Spooky Babes Paranormal Show, Therese Appel, Dark Horse Press, Ashley Goodwin from the Ghost Hunters International and Sci-Fi, Dalen and Juan from Ghostbusters on Destination America, Jack Osborne of Fright Night Club of Discovery Plus, Zach and Aaron from Ghost Adventures and Travel Channel, Patrick Burns from True TV's Haunted Evidence and Travel Channel's Paranormal Challenge, Keith H. from the Booth Brothers film on Sci-Fi, Kevin Betzer and Randy Hardy from Sci-Fi's hit show Deep South Paranormal, and I've seen that, and Jeremiah Riggs from WWE Tough Enough. David has also been featured on T&E channels in Canada, Paranormal 911, I love that, on the Travel Channel. Haunted Hospitals, we've seen that. That one's actually a brilliant one. On the Travel Channel, Most Terrifying Places in America on the Travel Channel, Strong Evidence on the Science Channel, Destinations Americas on Ghost Asylum, Ghost Adventures on Travel Channel, Bio Channel, Lifetime, Oxygen, Mississippi Rose, Canada's Ghost Stories, Finding Bigfoot, and national and local Mississippi news channels such as WLBT, WJV, USA Today, and Clarin Ledger and CNN.
And that's the show.
And that's it, we are done. So he never stops. So we have loads to talk about tonight. I'm looking forward to it. He is a great guy. I'm going to go in and see some of this on my page now, because some of the comments I cannot see. And so I'm going to have to go into my page and have a look.
And I don't think I can. I can see the comments.
Anne. Hello, Anne. Anne, I was supposed to text you, but I fell asleep on the couch. But I will text you, my love. I will text you.
David gets around, and he's been doing it for a while. And some of us have been doing it for a long time, but he's been doing it in the public eye. That's not always easy. It's not.
No.
And so he's been able to tough it out. He's been able to tough it out hanging out with Stormy Daniels. Oh,
I
poor
know.
David.
I mean, and the fabulous locations that they go to as well.
Yes.
He's
He mentioned the Booth brothers. I didn't know that he had met them. I used to hang out with them a long time ago. And by hang out, I mean they weren't my friends or anything, but we hang out and do like Paracon stuff. And they still look almost identical to what they looked like 10, 15 years ago. So them, and then the Ghost. Did you say that he was with the Ghost Brothers at some point?
Yeah. Yes.
I love those guys.
He was, yeah, I know. And you know, I want him now to add this part onto his bio and now featured on Shadow Whispers in the Night. Second time around.
Now
Actually, third time around. I think it was the second or third time that David has been on. And we need to get Chris on. No, Chris is on top of his head as well. Chris is coming over to Ireland in October.
Oh, really? Fabulous.
Yes, he's coming over.
Hang out with you? Or are you going to castles together? Or what are you going to do?
Well, they are going to be at the Puka Festival. They're coming over in October, and they're going to the Puka Festival. So he's coming over with Michelle Roos, and they're going to do investigations and locations in Ireland. I think they're going to be in Galway as well. They'll be going to the usual locations like Lep Castle and like Redwood Castle. We'll be there in April. But yes, we're hoping to meet up. I know I'm going to be with my team on the 28th and 29th of October. We're going to stay in an Airbnb castle. I think it's in Killarney or Kilkenny. And it's an Airbnb, so we're going to be there for the weekend. And we're going to do what we do best. I mean, sure, what else would you be doing, you know, on a weekend, going to castles? I mean, I'm wearing castle.
There's worse things that you could be doing on the weekend than going to castles. Airbnb castles. You know how that sounds to people that aren't from nations with castles? You know, I go to Airbnb when I visit my parents, and it is a shack behind someone's house.
Really?
Yes, and they say they're not watching you in the hot tub, but you know they're looking out their window at you in the hot tub. But so you're going to castles. Do you know what I mean? Like, so when you say that, it's like I feel like you should be like, you know, there should be confetti and like.
But we do it all the time. Anne does it all the time. We, like any team that I know does castles all the time. It's kind of like, you know, on the 28th and 29th, we're in Redwood Castle on the 28th and in Lep Castle on the 29th.
Wow.
So we are going to be, Eric. Oh, yeah, do. Yeah, that would be great. Sasha, hold on, my wee girl. But there's other locations like museums that we do as well. But and I was just saying to you before, I should have put it on. Actually, I actually might try and get it up on video here. Last night when I had a show on last night, there was myself and Nando and the Bald and Bonkers. And the last time I heard a voice coming over on a live was on another show that I was on in America. And I could hear my name. I must put the two of them up. And I could hear my name. Like, you can hear the static coming in, and then I can hear Jenny. And then you see my face change. It's the one I sent you before. You'll see my face. I
didn't get a chance to listen to it yet because I was running around right before. And
this is one ages ago, but I'll resend it to you.
Okay. I thought you meant last night.
The one last night. Oh, no, the one last night that I sent that to you. But the one I was on a different show in America, my name was said through it. But you'll see me kind of like I'm smiling, and then my face changes. Yeah, Eric heard it too. And then my face changes on one of that show I was on. And then last night, and I said, now I know I heard something again. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to say it. And I said, guys, did anybody hear a voice? Did anybody hear a man? And everyone heard it. Apart from Nando, because Nando was looking at something. But we kind of clipped that. We did a look back at it. We clipped that part out, and you hear what he's saying. He's saying a sentence. We don't know if he was addressing Dakota. Others, Nando. Good evening.
Oops.
But yeah, we I can't remember what Brian said, what was said, but it was brilliant. It was, we don't know whose microphone it came from.
You sent me the clip, and I'm going to listen to it.
I sent it on to you there. I don't know if we can get it up on the page. Nando, are you free? Amri. I'm sorry, I was on top of my head last night because I had another show to do at 2 a.m. As you can see, I've come back. And I have an investigation tomorrow night. And I never stop. I'm tired. But at a Castle Airbnb, it might be the spirits looking at you in the hot tub.
It's really just a flooded oubliette, right?
Yeah. What'd you say? The
oubliette? No, it's not a hot tub. It's just a flooded oubliette.
Oh my gosh, that's one I would have done in Lap Castle. No, just no. Oh fuck! Did you hear that? Something fell upstairs and I got a fright.
Oh, can I tell you? There's a lot of stuff going on, right? In my house, there has been a lot going on surrounding all this. I guess we'll call it trauma that I've been going through medically a little bit. But I started seeing shadow people, which the house has a little bit of activity. The 10 years that I've lived here, whatever. I mean, daily, and more of the marching around upstairs that I was talking about, that my husband actually went up with a knife. And if you knew him, you would know that was way out of his comfort zone. But he thought someone was here. But anyway, so this is the other thing.
Oh my gosh.
Now, plumbing, right? Plumbing can do weird things. So say that there's a lot of pressure and your hot water knob can actually come on. And, that sort of thing. That's not a big deal. Do you know what's been happening to me in the shower? Someone's turning it off. Someone is turning the knob off on me, and it's happened twice. Now, the first time I said, did I bump into it? Did, the hose for the handheld shower? I said, did I somehow but how would I do that after, like I say, 10 years of living here? It's never happened. And now within the past couple of weeks, the hot water has been turned off on me twice. And so I don't know if it's a random spirit or, I live across the street from a funeral home. Is it someone playing a joke on me? Is it my brother who passed away, who would think that was pretty funny? He would think that would be funny. Or is it, what's going on? But there's been a bunch of other stuff. And the other part of me is, did something come home with me when I spent the night alone at Wildwood Sanitarium? Because it's kind of happened since then. So I went there and did that. And then all this other stuff happened with, being in the hospital and all this other stuff. So I don't know where it came from, but something's here and it's noisy and it's having a good time and it's turning the hot water off. And it's not funny because I live in the Northeast and the cold water here, the groundwater.
Right, but it's freezing. David's in the background. I'm going to throw him in.
Oh, good. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to find out.
I want to know. Put your recorders out, girl. Put your recorders out.
I will.
I want to know. But listen, not turn the shower off. Amri, I'm going to see if I can get that clip put up on the page here because I'm really bad at doing it, but I'm going to see if I can get it done. But I'm going to bring Mr. Childers in.
There he is.
Hey, Robin. Hey, Jen.
Hi, David.
What's wrong with Oh, my geez. Sorry, my daughter came in. David, how are you? What's the crack with you?
Doing good. Doing good.
Did I interrupt you eating your dinner?
Yeah, I was eating a salad.
Oh, you were eating a salad. Well, I had pasta and garlic and whatever else. My daughter's just putting the dog out because she's crying. And then 2 minutes later, she'd be crying at the window to get in.
Oh, my gosh.
She goes by. Did you see them?
So how y'all been doing? Y'all been doing okay?
Good. Busy, which is a good thing.
Yeah, same here.
Yes. While we were waiting for you to finish your salad, Jenny read out your extensive list of some of the appearances that you have been. I'm sure it's not even an exhaustive list of the appearances that you've had, And she just kept going and going and going. When do you do you do anything else besides the paranormal? Do you have a day job?
Yeah. Hey, Laura. That's actually one of my friends right there. We're doing a couple of events together. She's she's a founder of Deja Vu Paranormal.
Look at brilliant. We'll have a look at that.
Where are they from? What area of the country are they? Is Deja Vu? Vermont.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Robin? You asked me about.
What's your day job? What's your day job?
You don't have to say what it is, but do you?
No, pesticide applicator.
Okay.
Basically, pest control.
Yep.
Well, pest control. I know a few pests that I need you to exterminate. Please.
Right. Right up the old hole. So, but So are they pretty good about like letting you go on all? I mean, you're constantly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if anybody can hear me.
Most of the stuff I go on are like, it's during the weekend, whenever like that. Plus, vacation time too. I use it,
Do they know what you do?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And they still.
Oh yeah. Oh, believe me, yeah, they're all into it. They ask questions every now and then.
I was actually watching your show the other night. I was watching the one Haunted Hospitals the other night. Oh, the other morning, I think. And I remember Jessica saying to me again, she goes, "Mom, is that your friend?" I said, "Yeah, well, the guy in it is the actor, but the other guy talking is David." Yeah, that's David. But she goes, "Okay. What have you got coming up next, David?" I'm just checking my thing here. You never stop.
Hold on. Let me pull up the schedule quick. We've got some cool events coming up. It's a lot of Paracons, Paracons and, just events, fundraisers. Let's see. We got, I'll be doing filming here for a show very soon. I'm not going to mention what it is, but it's going to be definitely interesting. That's probably toward the the end of this month. Then we got April 1st. I get Lucky Balcamino. She's having a farewell, retirement thing going on. That's going to be a fun event in Salem, Salem, Mass.
I love to go to Salem.
Yeah, I love Salem. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Then we got me and Karen Tataro are doing Penhurst Asylum at Fort Mifflin. That's a paid event. That's going to be in April. Then May got the Conjuring House again. Then the 6th, I got an event with Stormy Daniels. Stormy again. I think after that, we got another event that we're trying to put together with Monique too soon. Then we got American Stonehenge, May 13th. That's with Connie Cohen.
Beautiful.
Then we got USS Salem Paracon. That's on the USS Salem, the ship. Then we got May 26th, Wilson Castle, June 3rd, Wilson Castle, then June 17th, Isaac Moore. Then USS Salem again, July. Then July, we got Hell House, Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, July. Then Fort Mifflin again, August. September, Hell House Paracon. Then Sleepy Hollow Paracon, the Mass Paracon. But we got, I forgot March 11th is in New Jersey. Me and Sam Balchustis, he's doing an event. He invited me to come down there. That's going to be basically the first one.
All right. We'll leave some ghosts for the rest of us, David.
Really? When are you going to squeeze Ireland in? When are you squeezing Ireland in?
I know we were talking about it. Me and Chris Sanders were talking about it.
Yeah, he's over in October.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
Hopefully we're going to try and meet up. Because I know I'm away. So I know he's going to be here from the end of October to some point of November. So hopefully I'm sure I will. I know I will. I'll just, wherever they are, I'll just travel over to them.
Hope so.
I told him too. Yes. Laura, get your arse over to Ireland.
Yeah, Laura was talking about that.
So you never stop. What's your favorite location to do? I know it's a question nobody asked, but which one?
Oh, I was about to say, who's a Facebook user?
I don't know. Facebook user. Who are you? Because we have David here.
This year, right here, I won't be able to breathe. It's going. It was last year that all this was booked for this year. So. And
I thought I was busy, and I have 1 month off, which is March, I think. But I'm doing shows in between all of that. And I think we're all kind of booked up until June.
Nice.
Oh no, July. Yeah. We have a friend of mine from America coming over July. So I did the Hellfire with her last year, when Nat and Elliot from ACG Paranormal, and Jennifer was there with them. So we all met up, and now Jennifer's coming back over in July. So we're going to get a location for her. I could take her to the museum that I go to. But that's it. And then August, September, and the rest, I'm gonna probably take a month off and catch up on about 6 months work of audio and video to do.
Yeah.
No. I know. I think that this last month counts as my month off, and then I just have like something like maybe just once a month, nothing too Not a schedule that's too crazy, but I feel like David's list of everything he just put was like the paranormal bucket list. Do you know what I mean? Like you just write that down and let me put it on the wall and check. And some of it I've done, but you know what I have not done is the USS Salem, like the ships and that sort of thing. I'm kind of really excited to go. So what's like the best thing? Have you done the ship before? I think you have, right?
Oh yeah, multiple times. Yeah, with Don DeCristofano.
Yeah.
Don is actually over, basically over everything on the ship and takes care of the fundraisers and events and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been there multiple times in the past, and it's definitely a great location.
It's huge. It's absolutely huge. And I've seen the live of it. I seen when you were doing a walk around and somebody came out behind the door and frightened the bejesus out of you.
That was Michelle. That was Michelle Ross. She scared the hell out of me.
I think.
Well, I was just going to ask, do you ever get scared anymore? And on the ships, like what's scary about those ships besides falling in a hole?
I mean, there was actually, Laura, she's been to USS Salem too. Yeah, it is. I mean, there was at one point where whenever me and Chris were investigating it, and we kept on seeing a shadow figure go back and forth.
I don't know if it's
for a while. And
what's wrong?
Then what?
Robin, is something wrong?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing it going back and forth, and my back was toward a manhole, and I was sitting here. I was like, "You can come over here. You could talk to me. I'm not scared of you. Just come over here and get close to us." And as soon as I said that, Adam Began, he was like right in front of me, and he reached over and he grabbed me by my shirt and pulled me away from the manhole. I'm like, dude, what's wrong? He was like, I saw a shadow manifest behind the manhole, and I thought it was going to pull you down in the manhole.
Oh my gosh!
Really?
And, it's pretty. I mean, it was a look of fear on his face. It was a look of fear. He saw it. He wouldn't have acted like that. And places shadow figures everywhere. Every time you go there, you're going to get something going on. Yeah, Laura, it's close to the mess hall. That's the same time she was grabbed right in that area. The mess hall in that area is just pretty interesting.
Absolutely, it's insanely huge. I've never seen anything like it before, literally. And I think Christina was doing a live, and Chris was doing a live, and you were doing a live. Oh my God! And I remember I did a ship up in the north of Ireland in Belfast, a HMS Caroline. She had just retired, and it was amazing. It was phenomenal, and probably the best DVP that was ever gotten. It was, oh my gosh, I remember to this day. It was just, everyone heard it, and you can hear the reaction. I don't have that audio, unfortunately, but who's this? I keep messing up. I've missed keeping up with you.
The last couple of years.
Who's Facebook user? Just type in your name. Who's Facebook user? Allow StreamYard to use your name, and then so we can see who's commenting, so then we can call you out.
But yeah, it's definitely an experience there. The one I'm really, really excited about is Hell House. Hell House is going to be so amazing. I know it is. Sam Balchustis talked to him the other day, and he went for his first time there, and he told me, he was like, David, you're going to love it. And actually, Hell House was in like 3 movies. It's called Hell House.
Wow.
Yeah, Hell House LLC. You look that up, and you can watch all 3 of the horror movies. It's definitely interesting. I think the Paracon, the actors and stuff are going to be there at that one too as well.
We have a Paracon coming up on the 18th of February. We've been waiting since last year for it. So, of course, we're meeting up. Mary kind of organised for, a meet-up, all the team. So whoever's turning up on a Friday night in one of the local pubs, so that'll be fun. He was saying, get your singing voices ready. I'll be crowing it out. I will be crowing it. And then the next day is Paracon. Fantastic. Speakers coming over and so on and so on. What frightened you the most in paranormal? Has anything ever made you scared enough to ever want to stop?
Well,
or just take a breather
it would probably be, I stopped going to one location. It was Rocky Springs. It's in Mississippi.
Mm.
And I stopped going there because it scared the hell out of me. Basically this place was it was an old town. And during the yellow fever outbreak and all that shit, a whole bunch of people died. A whole bunch of people passed away, children and stuff like that as well. And the place just started eroding. The town started eroding, and people just ended up moving off. Well, we went out there to investigate it. And it was a full moon that night, and I was on the trail, and I forgot what I was asking. Oh, my God, it was like 10, 15 years ago. And I was asking questions. Next thing you know, something, it was I guess a shadow child or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it was a shadow manifestation. And it started, I saw it was like a ball, a shadow ball, closer and closer to me. And then it just started manifesting right in front of me. I'm talking about from here. I mean, almost right there in front of my face. I dropped my equipment, and the investigators that were there with me, they were beside me. The girl screamed. She saw it too. She screamed. I dropped my shit. I backed up. I was like, what the hell, Then next thing you know, we heard footsteps coming in front of me and behind me. And it got closer and closer, and I was like, nope, I'm done. There's no telling whenever that energy gets like right there where I'm at.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know what the intention is because, we don't know what it is. So
you know what we want? We want someone to stay there so we can find out.
Not whenever your body's like, get the hell out of here,
Well, your body was fight or flight.
Yep.
Fight or flight. David is sometimes afraid of his own shadow.
That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Like I can go to look, I'm sure you guys are the same way. You can go and do all this hardcore stuff in the dark in these dangerous places with entities we don't know. And you like accidentally see yourself in the mirror and you go, ah! Have you ever done that? Like you just scream, like see your reflection or something?
all of us got together. We all got to actually I got the video on my TikTok page. Michelle Ross, she was like, hey, y'all come out, let's go to this it was like a cave and stuff. I forgot where it was. It was like some sort of park or something, but it was pretty cool because it was a cave there you can go in. And me and Michelle went in there, and I was sitting there. And the way the cave is, it's like a snake. You can't see what's around the corner. So I'm sitting here, I'm filming. I look at Michelle, then I look back, and I saw shadow. It was my shadow.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen it.
Is that Michelle right there? Who is that?
Isn't that Michelle?
Oh.
That kid was so cool.
But it scared the hell out of me. I jumped up. I was like, oh, shit. And Michelle was like, what? I was like, oh, my God, my shadow. I saw a shadow. She was like, was it yours? I said, yeah. And it scared the hell out of me because, you can't see what's going on. Oh, it's Kate.
Hi, Kate. I seen that video. I seen it, and I'm like, I am so glad I am not the only one that does it. Like, people joke at me or laugh at me when I say I don't go to the bathroom on my own. And, I would say it to anyone. I was in Fabulous Greg Cost show last night, and I said it. Yeah, I said it. People are probably thinking Jennifer got a little crazy. But no, I know these toilets. I think the only bathroom I'll go to on my own is Leap Castle because everyone's on the ground floor.
No, yeah.
They're all beside me. Apart from that, no. Absolutely not.
It's not one of the coolest things ever. I'll go to the bathroom by myself. I don't mind, but I was with these two ladies, and one of them was adamant that none of us are to go to the bathroom alone. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be awkward because I'm going to have to pee, and then I'm going to have to like concentrate to pee. Do you know what I mean? Like the audience thing, like fright. So I'm sitting there. They're both looking in the mirror at this vanity beside me, and I'm sitting here concentrating, trying to pee because there's people there, and manifesting right in front of my face, just like David was saying. Only it was a white mist, not a black mist, but it was a shape and about the size of an American football. And it was right, and they were so busy looking at their own little shiny faces that they missed it, but it like came right by my face. And as I'm saying, oh my God, you guys look, I just started peeing. I was like, this is magical. This is like the best like thing ever. But I actually prefer to go alone, even if it's scary. Even if you have to kind of tuck your butt in and run a little bit, not run, but you know what I mean? Like, ooh, because you can feel things behind you. It's harder for me to pee in front of people or next to people when they're very good or seeing me than it is to deal with the entities. That's thanks for listening to me. It's like therapy.
Speaking of peeing, we were at me, Chris, and Christina We're at Pennhurst Asylum, and they have a porta potty outside where the picnic tables are. It's like, oh my God, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And it was us three and like 3 other people of the paranormal team that was there. We're sitting here just talking. Next thing you know, in the porta potty, we hear somebody peeing. And it lasted for at least 3 minutes. And we know nobody's in there.
Sorry.
And it was a constant stream. We're sitting here like, dude, there's nobody in there. Nobody went in that porta potty. And whenever it stopped, Christina jumped up and she went over there and she opened up the door and was like, there's nobody in here. There's no way, no water. I mean, it's a porta potty. There's no running water. But it was still, I've never heard a ghost pee, but that was the first time I did.
Well, you did now, didn't you?
Yeah, it was the oddest thing. And it was so many witnesses out there that experienced it and heard it and couldn't figure it out.
We're out tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to it. Do you find if the more equipment that you use, Robin said, the more equipment you use, the less you get? I find, I do.
You're focused on all this stuff going that you have around. You're not focused on maybe one item, one tool. That's the way I look at it. At least have, a couple of them out, definitely to get validation from, whatever's going on with the other one.
Yeah.
But, me, I just stopped buying paranormal equipment because all I want to do is go in there with an EMF detector, a voice recorder, and a camera. I mean, I'm good with that in my body.
Me too. Simple. If you children's games, for children to play with, colored games, things like that. We have glow sticks, and we kind of just use, trigger objects for the children that's in the locations that we go to. I know we were in the museum a few weeks ago, and we have tripods out, we have the cameras up, we have the touch lights, we have everything like that going on. It was such a quiet night. I've never felt so. It was just so quiet. So now we're back out tomorrow night just for a few hours. So it's just going to be recorders, ITC, the same old school, the way we always did it, and got amazing results from it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and speaking of Kate was at Pennhurst too with us, and she heard the ghost peeing.
What's it like? What's Pennhurst Asylum like?
Pennhurst is amazing. I love Pennhurst. I mean, there was that's one of the famous videos we have of me and Chris investigating one of the hallways. And I mean, we went live. It was like 18,000 people watching this live. Okay.
How many?
18,000.
Holy crap.
Wow.
We're watching this live. And Chris was like, I mean, you can go to my TikTok and see it. I think I'll send it to you. But we're sitting here and Chris was like, we can see the end of the hallway. It's not that far away, but it's sort of dark. Yeah. And kept on seeing a shadow go back and forth. And Chris was like, hello.
Yeah, I see.
We sort of heard a female say hello back. We couldn't tell if it was echo or not. Then Chris says hello again. 4 seconds later, a male voice, I mean, it's DVP, a male voice at the end said hello. It came back and we were like, oh shit. And there's nobody down there.
I should look at those videos to put them up. I should have got those videos off you to get them up, to show them. That was brilliant. But it's on TikTok. Give me a TikTok. I know I have you on TikTok. Give it to me and I'll put it in the banner here now, and so I can put it up.
Okay. I'll let me look it up real quick.
It is quite good. It is quite good. I've seen the videos as well, and the one of the USS Salem.
If you can put the TikTok video up on there of the.
Can you share your screen?
Hold on 1 second.
If you send it on to Robin can share the screen. I still have to kind of. I know I have to get on to one of the guys to help me to do the share screen. I actually forget how to do it. But Robin, can you do it? Are you?
It says present, slides, video files, share screen. Yep. So if you look at the bottom in the middle, either you can do it by hitting present, or you can messenger it to me, and I'll put it up.
Okay, send it on to me, and I'll message it on to Robin.
Do you want the video or the link?
The video. Which was better, Robin? Video or link?
It says share screen, so either way, I guess.
Okay,
I think. I haven't done it. I haven't done it, so I don't know really. But
okay, it should be. Oh yeah,
I'll do anything once. To ask anyone. That's
she does. I don't know how many times I've on video call with Robin, and she was in the castle, and I've said this a million times, and she was going into the attic, and I'm screaming at her, tell the team where you're going, tell the team where you're going, safety. But
Dave's probably been up there. It's on the third floor, Wilson. Yeah, and it's there's that. It just looks like a part of the wall, and you just pull on it, and there's the real attic where the hatch is to go outside on the roof. Up in there. Yeah, I stacked some bricks for Jenny. I wonder if they're still stacked. We wanted them to.
David, when are you back?
I haven't been back in a while. Actually, I haven't been to, and it's one of the closest locations to me, of course. And I haven't been back in a while. Yeah.
Really? How far is it away from you?
It's an hour and a half drive or something like that. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours from me. Y'all come. We're doing 2 events there.
Oh, I'd love to go over. I know we were all supposed to meet up and go to Salem. Remember, Robin, me and Aidan were going over.
Yes, we were.
We're going down to David.
Robin, I just sent you the link.
Perfect.
I couldn't download it. So
okay. Let me give it a try.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the balloon. Oh yeah, Wilson Castle. Me and Laura were on the 3rd floor, and I was actually filming, and there was a balloon where the carriage is on the 3rd floor, and before like the day room or something like that. And she went over there and she picked it up. It was on the floor. It was aired up with the helium that went out in it, and she put it on one of the benches and left it there to see if something would come up there and move it.
Right.
Well, came back like 2 hours later. Went up there, and she was like, "Yeah, I wanted to go check to see where something moved the balloon." Went up there, the balloon was gone, and nobody was allowed on the 3rd floor. We were the only ones able to be up on the 3rd floor.
Oh, really? Gone.
It was gone, and we were looking around. I was like, "Where the hell is the balloon at?" I look over in the baby carriage, and it was in the carriage, shoved in the back with force. I reached over there and I went to go grab it. I had to pull it out, and nobody was up there. I actually saw a 6-foot shadow figure. This is during the daytime. I saw a 6-foot shadow figure there, and we also a rocking chair, rocking back and forth aggressively, door slamming. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the most.
I'm gonna write down.
The shadow figures on that 3rd floor. We saw them start small and grow to the door where you walk in when you first walk into the 3rd floor, up the second little step. It right in front of that, but in that main central foyer or whatever, just started growing till it took up the whole space. Right? Yeah. Okay, I have this up. I'm going to see if I can share it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm going to share my screen.
It's easy enough to do, but I need to know how to do it.
Share the screen. Here we go.
And Robin,
can you see my screen?
No, not yet. Here,
I think I can do a particular window.
Hi, got you here now.
Oh, there it is.
Ready?
I need to know how to do this. Go on. Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Are you serious?
Let's try that again.
Yeah, you have to listen to it.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
It's loud and clear.
Okay.
I heard the female at the beginning as well.
I definitely heard that. That's wild.
Yeah, it was interesting. It made both of us jump back like, oh my God, we weren't expecting it. The Shanley Hotel, we got a good video at the Shanley Hotel too. Is actually it was me and Mandy from Totally Weird and Twisted podcast. And, well, it was me, April, Bassett, Chris, Mandy, Katie. We were investigating the 3rd floor there, and we heard something go off in the 2nd room next to us. Me and Mandy went in there, and I've got it on video and everything. I've never had anything like rush toward me where I could hear it. And, oh my God, it scared. Really, it scared.
Have you got it on TikTok?
Yeah, I've got that video too. And well, Mandy's in there, and I'm sitting here. She's filming, and we were looking at the piece of equipment that went off for no reason. And next thing you know, we hear something behind us. It was actually a metal chair slid up against the wall in that room.
Oh, I seen that, David.
You know, we turned around and I was like, "Can you do that again?" And next thing you know, something ran straight toward us. I jumped in front of Mandy because I didn't know, and it just like right in front of me. It was a crazy shit.
It was. Can you put that up, David? Because it is important. I did say it. I was running just listening to it. I felt like I wanted to run just listening to it.
Shanley is no joke. There's a slight bit of controversy around the Shanley, at least in my little circle, where they say, they don't like the fact that whoever's running it, I don't want to name anybody, but they never leave you. They don't leave you completely alone. At least that was our experience. And they're like, oh, they might even be faking stuff. Let me tell you, I know what I understand how it all works and stuff, the electronics part and all that. The things I experienced there could not be faked. And not only that, we had members talking about a man named Peter or something like that. They kept saying, we feel like there's somebody named Peter here. And I went back and I pulled all the CCTVs, and this is like a week later, and I'm watching all the footage, mostly really boring. And then that one CCTV that's like 10 feet away, there's a man in there, and he's right in the microphone going, yep, it's me, Peter. Peter, that's me. He's like, and I was like, holy shit.
That's awesome. That's
but
awesome.
The Psychomantium that they have there at that little room where they have, I don't know if it's by where the brothel area off the kitchen, off that main.
Yeah.
They have a big mirror in there. And I said it, I didn't get a good angle with the camera or whatever, but I'm looking in that mirror and I watch my face almost go Cro-Magnon. I've told this story before where my forehead comes way out and my eyes turn solid black. And on camera, you just see me go, oh, wow, or something stupid like that, right? Listen, 3 days later, that's when I fell down the stairs that I'm sitting right next to, and I hit my head so hard on an chair of an arm. Do you remember? And it was like January 3rd, 2020, before the pandemic and everything. And I had these two huge black eyes, and my head had this big lump that looked like Florida. And I said, "Is that all you got, 2020?" But when I looked in the mirror, I swear to God, I looked exactly like I did it in that Psychomantium. And I thought, A, was it predicting or did it cause? That I don't know. But I looked all identical. So I have respect for Shanley, and also a female there that followed us around that told me she is not a dog to be told what to do. She was furious. So I don't know if it was, anyway, I can go on.
I'll just send you the video.
Try and pick that one up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a ghost wolf there or something like that, and that's what we were thinking. Whatever it was, sounded like it was on all fours and rushed toward us.
Oh, wow. I heard that one was brilliant. I'm just getting something on my phone. That one was brilliant. I've seen it, and was it the one where the chair moved?
Well, we didn't see the chair move. I mean, yeah, we heard the chair move. It slid behind.
Yeah.
It was a metal chair and it's propped up against the wall.
Yeah,
we heard the chair move. And Mandy was like, "What was that?" And turned around. And Mandy was not to the side of me at the time, and I think what I just said, can you do that again? And then next thing you know, ran toward us. She screamed. I jumped in front of her, and we're like, "Holy shit!" It was crazy. I've never been rushed at like that.
That run. I heard that run coming towards you, and that's a big no. I mean, that's a no. I mean, I know when we've been on locations before.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's like not a good intention. No one's like, hey, running at you going, hi, I'm a good spirit. They're running at you to scare the. Okay, I've got it here.
Okay, you got it? Okay. Oh, let me just bring it up here.
Ready? Go.
We're not here to bother you. We're here to find out that you're here and take any messages you'd like to give us. What the fuck is that now? The fuck? Oh my God! What the fuck?
Yeah, do that again. You could hear it.
What the fuck is that now? The fuck?
Oh, yep.
What the fuck? Oh my God! What the fuck?
Yeah, she's behind me like shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
But yeah, that was it right there. And you could probably hear that chair slide, but
Fucking crazy.
it was crazy.
I remember that one. That was just mad. Can you do me a favor, Robin, for a second? You know that
Sure.
go into your inbox and you know the one that I sent you from last night. David, I want your opinion on this. So the show I was doing last night in Shadow Whispers, we had a Bald and Bonkers on with us. And I did a show before, say last year or the year before, and I heard my name being said. I think I sent it on to you. I heard my name being said, like, Jenny. So last night when we were doing the show, doing the live, I heard a voice again. And I said, I'm gonna say it this time. And I said, did anybody say something? And Dakota heard it, Christopher heard it, I heard it, Nando didn't hear it at the time. So anyone, Robin, you heard it and you were watching it. You can hear it. Could you put that up if you could, just to see? I think we know what's being said, we're just sure, but have a wee listen.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Can't hear it. Oh, sorry.
That we were put here.
Did anybody whisper there for a second? No?
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Let me rewind.
That we were put here.
Did anybody whisper there for a second? No?
They weren't exactly
There it
happy
is.
that we were put here. They weren't exactly happy that we were put here, but they weren't exactly happy that we were put here.
Okay.
No. Brian thinks he knows what's being said.
You need to change your damn battery in your smoke detector.
I know.
It has been a year and you still haven't changed that damn battery.
Longer than that, and it needs its own like web page or something. Jenny Smoke Detector, 24/7. You can just go on and listen to that shit. But
And it's annoying now because I'm looking at the playback and you can hear the smoke alarm in the background. I think I just don't hear it anymore. Oh, Pamela heard the whisper as well. And I just don't hear it anymore.
I
But then
heard it with an S word maybe, but that's just here and us. I haven't been able to listen to it like with headphones separately. What does Brian think it says?
I forget what Brian thinks. I forget what he heard. But when he played it last night, myself and Nando could get it as well. It was like a 4-word sentence. I can't remember. I know Brian's not free at the moment. I wanted to PM him and ask him. And Nando, I don't know if Nando, I think Nando has family around to find out what was being said. But when I find out later on tonight, I'll put it up. Her bird is that
My
sassy?
bird is gonna mimic the fire alarm. She does. She likes that sound when she wants to be annoying. So she heard the beep and then she went beep. There she goes again. There's so
That's a parrot African grey sassy.
yeah.
Is that her copying off my
You hear her?
alarm?
That's her. She heard. Now I'm gonna have to live with that probably the rest of the night.
Yeah, you can't change that battery.
I will. I'm going to get a hammer and break it off. And that's funny. No, Sassy's hilarious. And I can think
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, no, she is, but damn.
that's funny. I will change it. I will.
Okay.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
We believe you.
Like, that's funny. I will change. Sassy.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Bloody, it never stops. It's a bloody madhouse between her house and my house. When you were saying that your favorite, I want to ask you about, because I'm all about the audio. I love the EVPs. I'm all about audio. Love it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What audio? There she is. I have a few audio that stands out for me. What audio stands out for you? That is the creme de la creme, like the golden ticket one.
I have one of them. I've got a couple of EVPs that I've
I
had.
will, Melissa. I will.
Change the battery. I have one of them. Actually, if I can find it on SoundCloud, I can send it over and let y'all listen.
Good.
But
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's a little girl down at Old River Chicks, which is actually Janelli Building, and it's a Door to the Glam House now. It's a salon.
Mm.
And my friend Chris Burks, he got an EVP of a little girl saying, "I'm still alive in here."
Oh, Mhm.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
I heard that one as well. I heard all your work.
I don't know if I can put audio by itself, but well, I guess if I can share a window, I can share the
Yeah.
player. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. I will change my battery. It's driving me crazy now. And then when I do live playbacks, I can hear it, and I'm like, how are people not going crazy with it? Because I have everyone mailing me saying, commenting saying, change your battery. Even my friend Lynn in Philadelphia, my friend actually called up to me last week, and she came up with some gifts and so on, and a packet of batteries was one of them to change my smoke alarm.
Hey, I just sent it over.
You got it?
Yeah, I just sent it to her.
Oh,
Okay.
right. You're gonna have to tell me how to do that share option,
Okay.
Robin. Yeah.
You got an itch?
Huh?
The
Yeah.
bird.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually scratching. I thought, geez,
That's
can you
her
see-
asking me to. That's her asking me to pet her. She's like, over here and over there. Don't miss the spot. There we go.
That's
Sassy.
Pause.
She looked at She knows Auntie Jennifer. I remember one time I was at a location up in the north of Ireland, and it was the first time I've, when you see shadow figures and, full apparitions. So I seen one, and when people can say, yep, check that off the box, seen that, heard that, fantastic audio, seen the full apparition, and I seen one up in the north of Ireland. And I seen, you could see the head, the shoulders, the mouth, the nose, the neck, everything. And I said nothing to my friend who was in the car with me, and I said nothing. I had to register what I saw. You could have knocked on wood. It was that solid. It was fabulous to see. We knew everyone was underneath the tunnels.
Yeah.
It was in Shane's Castle up in the north of Ireland. And done the place for many, many years, 6 years on the trot. I said nothing. And then my friend next to me said, oh my God, did you just see that? And I gulped like, Shaggy and Scooby. And I looked at her and I said, what did you see? And she said, I saw legs and a waist and legs just walking by.
Nice.
I saw the top half and she saw the bottom half, just like solid black walking by. I can't remember. I think when I had Dr. Kieran O'Keefe on my show last year, and I forget what he said about the it's just people seeing different things and hearing different things. But it was, yes, I can tick it off. Look at her hanging upside down.
Oh my God, I so want a bird. If I didn't have a cat, I would totally get one.
Right. And if I didn't have this bird, I'd have a cat. Thanks, Sass. We could trade off every now and then. We could trade off.
What?
Okay, I have this up, so I'm going to share the screen.
David, what's your cat's name?
Tits.
Obviously, I thought that was funny.
And I said,
Tits. That's what I call it.
and I
Yes,
left
sir.
your voicemail saying, show everybody tits, your tits.
Yeah.
And my bird's name's Sassy, so together they're Sassy Tits. I like it. Okay, here we go. On that, we're going to play the EVP that's still alive in here. Oh my God.
Awesome.
Yeah, with that red light on it. What?
Here we go.
That's just, I mean,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
not
Can
amazing.
everybody hear that pretty good? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Not amazing.
Yeah, it's sad. It really is. And there's one EVP. I tell you what, there's one EVP. I can
Hi.
see it, and maybe y'all can decide and try to figure out what it's saying. It's in the same place.
Go
And
for it. Go for it.
I can't, over all these years, I think it's like 15 years ago. And what? Don't do what?
We have two, and I'm deaf because of them.
Oh.
Yeah. I was fostering one here before, and I'm not kidding you. I work with animals, and I rescue and whatnot, and I've never been. This one was about. Oh, he's going to do the Adams Family. This one was about 5 or 6 years of age, so very established with the family, but they moved to Australia. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my friend who has African greys and cockatoos and cockatiels and everything, she came to pick him up because the kids were petrified of him. I was petrified of him, and he's a bird. I was petrified of him.
That
Not
bird
like
can tear you limb from limb. Like she looked all friendly and everything. We had to get to that point. You know, there's plenty of blood that has been spilled by that bird, and she enjoys it. Okay, she's
yeah.
I tell her very sweetly. I go, you know, you're a terrible person deep down inside. So one of these days she's going to end up saying that. But I say it very sweetly to her. Deep down, you're a terrible person. Especially when she poops. For fun, like for market, she'll poop on me. You know, she walks on the shower curtain rod while I'm in the shower, and if you close your eyes and you're rinsing your hair and you look up, she is actively trying to shit on me.
Is she? I have a lot of people shit on
and that's
me.
why I tell her you're a terrible person.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was kind of like,
hello, Ashley.
Oh, yeah, I sent that over to you.
Oh, you did.
Leave us. Oh, that's right. Amazon will outlive us. That's the thing.
Yep.
That's the thing. You don't want them to go before you, but you don't want them to. You want them to be okay when you go. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Sam is about 25. I know she'll outlive me for spite, if nothing else.
How old is Sassy?
About 25.
She. How long can they live for?
Born in November. We're Scorpio. She was born in November of 1996.
Oh my God. And how long can they live for?
Oh, 70 years. The group I'm in on Facebook, there's 70-year-old. There's 70-year-old parents in there. I don't want anything bad to happen to her, but when I really think that she can live, there's 10.
Here comes Tits. Now, where's my Charlie? Cha, let me see Tits. Oh, isn't she gorgeous? She's fabulous. Look, she's so gorgeous.
She's a bitch.
And she's like,
where's Charlie? Charlie, come here. We're going to do show and tell of our animals. This is Charlie.
Might as well.
Charlie.
Charlie's a bit bonkers. Charlie came to me in December, very feral, came from a colony and was rescued. And he was tiny. You couldn't look at him, touch him. We had to leave him in the crate for about a week to desensitize him. You know, look at him. Now he's just like he's brilliant. He's so spoiled. He's a little crazy too.
He is so cute.
Yes, he's a little mad. He's very spoiled, and now he's going to start giving out to me. Look, because he's bonkers. So it's a show and tell. Look, Tibbs.
Oh, sorry, I put this up. I didn't mean to. In the meantime,
okay, let me bring up here.
Let me start that again.
That right there, to me, it sounds like, "Why don't you stay in my room, silly," or something like that.
Towards the end. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We were walking past the room, and it came from in that room.
Is that the same location as the first one?
Oh no, no, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. That's the Lindley house in Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Wow! And then like the two little girls. She sounds like a little girl. Does she sound like a girl?
Huh?
Does she sound? The second one sounded like a little girl.
The first one was the little girl. The second one sounds like an older woman.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
sounds like me. What I was saying in my room, silly.
We were walking right past this room. I've had some crazy experiences in this place. That place was insane. I mean, lights going on and off. So,
that's Brad. Hey, Brad. Nando, did you hear the other one, the first one of the little girl, Nando? Let me know. It's quite good, actually. It's brilliant.
It is.
No, yeah, that's it. What would be one of your favorite locations to ever go to? That you'd want to go to?
that I want to.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'd like to go to the Colosseum in Rome.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be one of the places I would love to investigate.
I always said I want to investigate the Vatican.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Could you imagine?
I mean, the catacombs.
Yes. Are they, I mean, do you have to, can you do tours in the catacombs in Paris? Can you do tours? Is it open to the public?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Oh, I'm sure.
There were like nightclubs down there or something. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong city.
In Paris.
I don't know. Maybe London. I have no idea. I just sound like a stupid American right now. But I thought that some catacomb somewhere, they actually had made sections of them like very open to the public, like, but maybe
Yeah, I'd like to go to
maybe
it.
I dreamed it. I have no idea, no basis for saying that. So moving on.
Is that just Sassy doing that again?
Yeah, she hears us talking, and so she wants to be part of it. And she wants to ruin my necklace and poop on me and make sure that everybody sees it. That kind of weird shit. She's weird like that. She's a little weird.
Oh, this is Nando. Come to Italy with me, David. I'll take you some good spots and food. Good
Yes.
food.
And my friend Paolo was talking about coming over too, so we should just go in math.
Nando solo.
Yes.
Nando, you were on the show with Sarah before. Sarah's Nando's wife. You were on a show with Sarah. Don't know how long ago though. I don't know how long ago that was. Any places that you want to do in Ireland, David?
I don't know any places in Ireland.
I'm sorry. What? Really?
I'm a stupid American. Remember?
Are there, right? Are there ghosts over there?
Like
I swear I just saw a shadow potato fly by. No.
Like Lep Castle.
Oh yeah. I've heard you talk about that.
Lep Castle. I don't know. I don't know. I know a few places in America, but it's Lep Castle. Like we're back there soon. And look at this potato because Nando is pasta.
I started.
He calls me potato, and I call him pasta solo because Nando's Italian, but he's Irish as well. He's Irish Italian.
What about like ancient? I'm not a big cemetery or graveyard person, although there are spirits there sometimes. So get over it, people. But what about like ancient burial mounds and grounds and certain things like that? In Ireland, are there things like that in
Ireland?
Those.
Yeah, I mean, I know there has to be, right? Like old Celtic.
End up walking away with the curse and shit.
Yeah, I'm living.
I love a claw in your pocket, and I love a fairy in the other one. Say again, is there any burial grounds here in Ireland? Sacred burial grounds?
Like that you can go to and like.
Oh my gosh, there's a few of them. I don't know the names of them, but if you just come across them, like oh my gosh, there's old abbeys. Oh gosh, there's an abbey. Oh geez, it's only about half an hour out the road from me. Beact of Objective Abbey. Film, I think. Some film was done there before. But you have monasteries. You can go into any of them because they're just ruins. But you can go to any of them.
Yeah, I'd be curious to go to the older ones, like before Christianity. That's what I'm talking about. Ancient.
Listen
Oh
to
my
Sam.
God. Charles from Texas. I'm from Austin. Used to be.
What
Back
part
in
of Texas are you from?
What?
Oh, Lee. I was just asking where Texas he was from. Lee Castle.
Charles, where are you from in Texas? I used to live in Austin, and my family is in Wacky Waco. We ain't coming out. That's where we say in Texas. Remember?
Listen to who's doing that thing. He's from San Angelo.
Okay.
San Angelo. Do you know it? You do know it? Greg is saying that he was in the original catacombs in old Rome where they buried the Christians in the walls. Like, really?
Nice.
Like, oh my God, there's a Mr. Greg. I was on Greg's show last night. It was absolutely brilliant. It was brilliant. I definitely do it again, but I think two in the morning with me, and I just finished my show, but it was brilliant. I loved doing it. We have to get Greg onto the Shadow Whispers as well in the next few weeks. Gosh, I was going to say something now. Tomorrow night, when I have my investigation tomorrow night, I'm going to take some balloons with me for the children that's there. We know there's a little boy and a little girl, so I'm going to take balloons with me to see what happens. Now, who's it? Lou has a fantastic camera set up, so we can watch it. But I find when we use the cameras, I'm all watching.
Mm-hmm.
You go cross-eyed watching because sometimes you might and might not get anything.
Oh, I know.
And like I know I had it in it's in the center of Texas.
Was it close to Dallas?
Say that again?
No, I just said he said it was in the center of Texas, so I was
Right.
close to Dallas.
Listen to this one here now. Listen to your. He's going to be doing that.
I went to whenever I was in El Paso.
Right.
The place, DeSoto Hotel. That's what it was. We actually investigated DeSoto Hotel. It was pretty cool. Got some pretty cool evidence out of it. It was mainly the basement area.
So one location that you went to and you didn't get anything from regardless.
There's a lot of places.
Yeah. I found one place that you could get nothing in regardless. Absolutely nothing, regardless of how old it looked. We got nothing from it. And people would investigate more in the nighttime than it would in the daytime. And it's just because daytime there's a lot more noise going around and whatnot. And we were right beside the River Boyne. Oh, thank you, lovely. Thank you. We were right beside the River Boyne. But no, we probably heard a chain or two, but that's it. We got nothing else from it. Get nothing from it. Any other places that you'd love to go to investigate?
There's there's places out there that that are active, but it's hit and miss on them, just like any location.
Aye.
You know, we could go to the Shanley and not get something one night, the next night all hell break loose. You know.
What do you think of the Conjuring House?
That place it can be intense. It definitely can. Whenever me and Stormy investigated back in the day, and we got some crazy shit happen that night. And really? Storm has a Ed and Lorraine Warren doll called Susan, and she didn't want to bring Susan in the Conjuring House, so he left Susan in the back seat of the vehicle, put a seatbelt on her. Well, we're sitting here, me and Justin are down, and Blade, we're down in the Barrett, we were down in the bottom in the basement, and the girls were upstairs, and I looked at Justin, I was like, man, I'm not feeling right, man. Let's go up there and check on the girls. As soon as we got to the top of the steps from the basement, we hear the car alarm going off. The women scream. We all go running toward the front door. Open the front door. The back of the back door, driver's side door, passenger side, is wide open. Seatbelts undone. Susan laying on the ground, and nobody else there.
No.
Hey, that's where you say, "Hey, hell no!" Yeah,
it was nobody else was there. We could not explain it. There were multiple things that happened that night. We were down. Storm was doing sensory deprivation in the basement, and they have a well down there. And I pulled a board off the top of the well. And as soon as she gets through, she stands up. We got it on video. There was a REM pod next to the well. Went off all night. She stands up. She says a couple of words. The next thing you know, the REM pod starts going off. And I'm right next to the well. Stormy's like, oh my God, something's coming up the well. Something's coming up the well. I kick the board back over the top of the well, and the REM pod stops.
Oh my God. Like, what?
And, there was another experience that I had there that I don't really want to get into. Well, I guess I can real quick. Because we got 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
I was in the kitchen. I was actually doing a live feed. I was in the kitchen. It was me and two other girls. And I was just asking questions, and it was pitch black. You couldn't see anything. And I just happened to look over beside Sarah was behind me. I look over behind me at Sarah, and over her left shoulder, it was a weird. I've never seen anything like this before. It screwed me up mentally. For about an hour, it took me to calm down. It was the outline of a female, just the face. It was like a light bright, but it was real dim. It was just the outlines. You could see the hair, you could see the eyes, you could see, all this stuff right here, the lips. It was just like a drawing, put it that way.
Yeah.
And I jumped, and I got on a live feed. I didn't get that, but I jumped whenever I did. I was like, oh shit, what the hell was that? And I was like, nope, I got to take a break because it was so intense. It's the same night. I go outside whenever I smoke cigarettes. I went out there and I smoked like 20 cigarettes. It was back to back. And Barrett, Stormy's husband, was out there trying to get me to calm down and talk to me. And I was like, man, I don't know. And I explained everything to him. And Sarah came out there and was like, and I explained to her what I saw. She said, I'll be right back. She went inside, 5 minutes later, she came back out. She had a picture. It was she had a picture. It was a portrait. It was about that big. She was like, "Is this what you saw?" It was the same woman, the hair, the face, all that. The same woman. I was like, "Oh my God, that's what I saw. Who is that?" She was like, "That's my mother. She passed away a year ago."
Oh no! Oh no!
I was like, "Oh my God, that really messed me up." But
you saw Stormy's mum?
No, Sarah's mom.
Oh, Sarah's mom.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And she was like, "She's always with me. I know she is." And I was like, "Yes, she is. She scared the hell out of me," because I wasn't expecting it. There was the other experiences there. Like I was out there with Sam Bautrustus and Monique too soon. Monique was holding an event there. It was a New Year's Eve event. And we were there. There was at one point where I felt spirit around me. And next thing you knew, it was, I don't know, it's so weird. It felt like something just pulled all of my energy out of me. I mean, I got dizzy and I almost fainted. I even told him, I was like, I don't feel right. That was crazy as hell. It was like just everything was sucked out of me. And I sat down like, shit, it took me about 30 minutes to recover. Later on the night, we were investigating and it was like three of us, we were talking in like the main area, I guess, as soon as you hit the threshold of the door, and there's a chandelier above us, and one of the paying guests just happened to say, "Hey, that chandelier is swinging." We look up, that damn chandelier is swinging back and forth, and there was no reason for it. Wasn't swinging before. She just happened to look up and see it, and it was swinging right above us.
Do you get all the good things? We get the EVPs and EVPs, but you get the visualization in front of you, like someone manifesting themselves in front of you. I would like that. Yes, things have happened where, when someone rushes up in front of you, like I said this before, somebody rushes up in front of you and it feels as if they ran through you. Something like the Matrix, what happened to me in the Shane's Castle in the tunnels. And things like that, when I do lives, when of course they use electric for energy and so on, but you can hear this static and then Jenny coming through. I'm going to see if I can send that on to you, Robin. If I send it on to you, can you put that one up?
I think so. I think when I was at the Conjuring house, they seemed more annoyed with me, like just I'll just say whatever you want, so you leave me alone type of situation. But I was with John Griffin actually, and he had a pretty new car. And when you said something about something happening in the car, I can't remember the gentleman's name who was the caretaker at the time. He said he had actually had some sort of a dream that we were going to have car trouble. And sure enough, the next morning, that battery, and it wasn't that cold or anything like that, that battery was dead. And we had to wake the guy up, and he wasn't thrilled or whatever. It was pretty early in the morning. We're beating on his door so we could get a jump. And John's like, I don't understand why this battery should not be completely dead. And I was like, well, it wasn't scary in there to us for that night or whatever, but it was odd. And I was alone by the well when you're talking about the well, and I was looking down and I had my flashlight and I was like, wow, it's not really that deep. It's not that. And I was reaching my hand down in there and something said, stop, just stop. Cause I wanted to feel the bottom, like what's the tech, I was really,
yeah.
And then I was like, this is dumb. I was like, not because of physically falling in or anything like that, but I felt like something was like, bitch, stop.
I know. I mean, that area is definitely crazy. And Pamela, I just saw that talking about Brian and Rochelle whenever they filmed Sleepless Unrest with Kendall and his wife. And I watched it. It was pretty intense. And I mean, it was. Hey, Jill, how you doing? It was pretty crazy. It really was, and I love Brian and Rochelle. I love them to death. And Brian, he really don't get freaked out that much, but that right there, it freaked him out.
Yeah. The other thing that was kind of silly or whatever, I was going around taking up my CCTV cameras, and I was in the basement alone, and for some reason I was singing, and I was heading that long walk from one end down the stairs to the other where the camera was. And for whatever reason, I started clapping, clap, 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 clap. And I was singing heading towards my seat. God, I was the only one who was going to see it. And I realized that I was doing the movie clap, clap, the clap, clap thing. And I was like, what am I doing? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I was like, ugh. I was like, what the hell am I doing? And I freaked myself out doing that from the movie. That's stupid. But, okay.
Yeah,
Brad is asking, have any of you ever had a spirit push energy through you?
see, that's what I'm thinking. Either what happened there at the Conjuring House,
Yeah,
either something pulled energy out of me, or something just pushed something in there.
yeah.
I was talking to Connie about it. Connie Cohen. I was talking to her, and she was explaining to me, because Connie's also a shaman, and she's a psychic medium and stuff. And she was explaining. She was like, "Yeah, it was either something pulled energy out of you, or pushed something in there."
That I know when I was just saying, like up in Shane's Castle, we had done a reenactment before that, and it was okay. I was calling out and, you know, asking questions that they didn't want a woman to be giving them orders, because they were like soldiers, army men from England, from Spanish and French. Well, they would have been captured and prisoners. But so I'm calling out. So I this is back when I started off, a little bit of provoking, but I was kind of saying, Jen, you know, provoke, and I kind of didn't want to do it, but I did. So anyway, it was proved good, and it was good. Coming to the end of the night, I was taking my group back down to the area where we had done the reenactment. So when you walked in, this sulfur would hit you in the face. It was just, it was the most awful, strongest smell of sulfur I've ever had. It would burn the top of your throat and your nostrils and everything. So then one of the women said, Jen, we don't continue on. And I'm like, well, we do, because now we know they're warning us, do not come back in. And of course, Jenny Big Balls, which, you know, Billy Big Balls. Brad, I'd love to see that. I said, no, we know they're here, and they know we're here. We're going to continue. And we had some public with us, so you got to think of their safety first, your own as well, but theirs too. So we're walking down, and then I changed my mind, and I said, right, fine, we'll turn around and go back out. And then I said, I don't know why we're leaving when they know we're here, you know? And then with, I'd say 10 seconds or less after that, it's as if something ran up towards me, stood face to face, or ran through me. But it was like the Matrix, where I closed my eyes and I went back. I felt like I went back slowly and came back up, and I couldn't hear. I lost about, it was kind of like I was scared, but I wasn't scared. But it was different, and I didn't understand it. Then when I came to, I'd say 10 seconds later, 12 seconds later, I came to, and I just said, get me out. As quietly, I said, get me out, get me out. And then I thought to myself, if you panic, you lose it.
Yeah.
Walk slowly and just kind of like, you're okay, you'll be okay. It took me months before I went back. When I went back, I said, I am sorry for being a Billy Big Bones. You know, I didn't mean to give you orders from a woman to, you know, an army man or whatever you were. So it taught me to be respectful.
Yes.
Don't be stupid. And I didn't want to provoke, but the founder was saying, Jenny, you're provoking, you know, like put on a show. So you don't have to, you know, when I'm giving orders to a man, I really get into that role. I got into it too. And yes, and it kind of bit me in the arse. Don't be an arsehole.
Yeah.
Don't be an arsehole. Yeah. So yeah, I learned a lesson that day, and I went back. When I went back, I apologized.
Yeah.
It shook me up, and I apologized. And I kind of stuck to what I was not told to do, but I was stuck to respect. Not, I don't mean be afraid, but be healthy when you're investigating.
Yeah.
Be honest when you're doing it.
Well,
don't do what I did.
Well,
Robin, can you just put Huh?
I do have it.
Yeah, I'm about to have to get off. Go ahead and play that.
Okay, I'll play that real quick. Here we go.
Oh, sorry, you have it here, just so you can have a wee listen to it and watch my face. Well, and we were talking about dog poo. We were on with Howard and we were talking about dog poo. I know why dogs eat it, so I just had to let you know.
Sure. All right, here we go.
Erased it. I do too, because they smell other food and they smell whatever, and they do eat it.
I would be like, I don't know myself. I gourmet myself.
My poop was never unless I was right. Not once. Nope. Hell no. I'll be checking from now on, Jenny. Nope. Hell no.
There it is.
That was loud.
I know. Watch my face change.
That was
Play
loud.
it one more time. Watch my face change. Kind of, coach in the middle of it. I heard it here, and then you can hear the static, like the coming through first.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, Robin. Do it one more time, and then we'll go.
Where'd it go?
Where did it go?
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh boy, can I see
Okay,
it? I'll get to it real quick, very quickly. There it is.
Okay. Oh, Jennifer.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Nope. Hell no.
Yes.
From now on, Jenny.
Did,
From now on, Jenny.
Yeah, you can see that you're.
yeah,
You-
did Jax and Ricky hear that?
No. Can you,
Sorry. Here we go.
no, they didn't hear it. No, they didn't hear it. And you see, me kind of went to say something like, "Did anyone hear anything?" But I didn't say it.
Hello.
I didn't say anything to them. Oh, hi, Memphis Ghost Hunters. I didn't say anything to them. I kind of rewatched it and then heard it. So, yes, and the same thing came through again last night. Different voice, I think. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, it was the man. Do you know who he is? Who said Jenny? Hey, like, who said Jenny? Don't know. Oh, thank you so much, Greg. Thank you so much. David, do you want to tell everybody very quickly where people can find you?
Yeah, just look me up on Facebook, David Childers. Follow TikTok, David Childers Paranormal Addict, David Childers Ghost Hunter or whatever. I mean, look me up on there. Give me a follow. Yeah, just Facebook. Look at some of the events we got going up. I got flyers everywhere covering my page about different kind of places that we're going. Couple of them are going to be fundraisers, like one of them USS Salem. Larissa Brooks, she puts on a lot of events. She's the one putting on Hell House Paracon.
Nice.
Hell House event. So yeah, just look it up, and you want to come out and hang out and be a ghost hunter for the night, or I hate that word, a paranormal investigator for the night, and get your paranormal fix. Come out and hang out with us. So far, one of the Wilson Castle events that I'm hosting, and Chris Sanders and Christine and Deja Vu Paranormal, Laura, where that right there is going to be a pretty good event. It's a fundraiser. It's almost sold out. Got like maybe 10 minutes left. So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yep, that's about it.
Fantastic. David, thank you so much for joining us again tonight. Robin, thank you so much for hosting the show with me tonight. Everyone who liked, commented, shared, and just jumped in to watch us. Again, I will be back next Saturday night. We have a new show happening next Saturday night. The 11th, Paranormal Experiences. I hope I said that name right. Nando's watching saying, Jennifer, you got it wrong. And basically it's just about people who has had paranormal experiences, just Joe Soap. No paranormal people know, just Joe Soaps that has had paranormal experiences that never spoke about them before, that you can email into us and all of that, but we'll have that post up during the week. So I'm going to bring you guys in the background for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to do the outro. I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all next week.